Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is over there. Thank you so much for joining me. It's another early one this morning. My eyes are just about awake. Morning. Yeah. Hi, Ron. Hi, Cal. Hi, Top 40. Minute 40. Let me get this stream up again. They felt it necessary to have. They found it necessary to be showing some mic'd up footage for some reason. Yeah, you guys have gone back in time. Is that right? So we lost an hour last week. You guys gained an hour, something like that. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Welcome to the stream. Sydney Swans in their white and red against Melbourne Demons at the MCG. Let's see what we went for, shall we? I think I went for a Swans win. Of course I did. But by how much? That is the question. By how much? Buddy back today. I've got Swans by 20. Hopefully that is going to happen. Yeah, I've done Swans by 20. Here we go. Let's see how far behind I am today. I'm still using Watch AFL again. And game on. It doesn't seem like it is very busy over at the G today, which is a bit of a shame, right? Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Shanice. It doesn't look like Gorn is in. I certainly didn't see Gorn for the first jump, so I'm going to assume maybe he's not. Go on, start with a big one. Yeah. Well, I hope everyone's doing well on this fine Sunday. You've got some F1, haven't you, as well, I think? So I think this game, I think Sydney Swans, we have been on fire, right? Let me turn the sound up. Yeah, Sydney really have been on fire. Goal scoring for fun. Oh, the only problem is I think the teams that we've been playing haven't necessarily been top quality teams. Melbourne have been a bit mixed with one win and one loss. They did lose against Brisbane, which wasn't exactly a great loss to have considering the form that Brisbane have been on. So I really don't know which way this game is technically going. On paper, it's fairly even. But my prediction, as I said, is Swans by 20. Jacob Mollison out there as well with that ball up. So someone's an out. Papley. Oliver. Haywood. Cunningham missed it. Got it the second time and then straight down the throat of Lever. And are they out of trouble? No, because D's giving the ball straight back to Swans. With a clearing ball. Dodgy bounce. Arriving Van Roy in his first engagement. Neil Bullen sweeps a Hamilton. Oh. Brown. It gets cut off by McCartan. Swans are looking confident. We're looking confident, and so we should. not having Gorn is a huge, huge plus for Swans. Definitely a huge plus. Whereas I think D's missing Gorn is a huge impact, whereas, for example, Swans missing Buddy isn't a huge problem. Gotta create space, guys. What was that? Teammates not creating space at all for each other there. Desperate to find a space, and no, nothing there.
Chandler trying to bite off a little more, goes down the line, good looking ball, and Petty immediately plays on, and here he is, Van Rooyen. He's taken the mark. Is he within range? Doesn't want to panic here. Gave it off unselfishly. Great sign. Neil Bullen takes the mark. Nice first touch for the youngster.
It's going to look like a D's get on the board first. Well, 6 points possibly first. Unfortunately, giving the ball away there. We've got to support each other. That's the main thing. You've got to support your teammates by creating space.
Distance not a factor. Kicked it straight.
Yeah. 6 points to the D's. Yeah, that's certainly the lines I'm hoping for. D's missing Gorn, who is one of their best players. Hopefully, it will cause issues for them, and that's an area we can possibly exploit. Fingers crossed.
He's become a very reliable player for the Demons, Neil Bullen. Nice and straight. His work rate is what gets him in those positions. He can get up the ground and then work hard back, and did the right thing. Got straight over to the first gamer, Van Rooyen, and said thank you for that one. Nice start to the game.
So Sydney with the first 5 inside 50s, but Melbourne with the first goal and their first foray forward. Laddams. McInerney. Low penetrating kick inside 50.
Come on, boys.
Bowie found his boot.
We're certainly putting pressure on, but D's are coping with it at the moment. D's fighting their way out.
Neil Bullen, he is the everywhere man at the moment. Wasn't to the advantage of Brown.
Nice.
In the opposite direction, and it was kicked to the wrong side of him, in fairness, and McCartan's able to cut it off. This is Tom.
Terrific athleticism, though, by Tom McCartan to go stride for stride on the lead. And you're right, BT, it was just to his advantage slightly, but still had to take the mark. Well played. Not so much with the kick.
And Grundy cuts it off. Tries to get it to Langdon. Well done, McInerney. But here's Neil Bullen again. What a start he's made. Missed kick. Partly touched off the boot.
Come on, put pressure on. D's into our 50.
With power. Campbell over the back.
Oh.
Works it to the line.
I'd be a little bit worried.
Hi, Mandy. Hello, mate.
About how dangerous the Demons forward.
Hang on, gotta let the dog out.
The last line of the Swans' defence there. If that kick had been as it should have been another shot at goal for the Demons. They're just getting out the back a touch at the moment.
Van Rooyen caught behind Laddams there. Goulden able to kick it over the shoulder, but Melbourne clamping the ball in. Great to see Hibberd back in the side today for the Demons. He does just that.
Hi, Armageddon Fires. Hello, mate. Oh, come on. So obviously this is the first game that I've watched for the Swans this year. The issue we had a lot of last year was we were chasing games. How many times... Hi, Henry Faulkner. The amount of times we would be 10, 20, 30 points down and have to try and chase it. I don't want a season like that. I don't want games where we're constantly having to try and claw our way back. But it may be the case in this one again.
But they've let him bide his time in the VFL. 36 goals last year. There were opportunities, but they just let him sit in the VFL, work on his game.
Yeah, which is important to do with some players. Just let them learn their craft, understand the game. He certainly put himself in some good spots already in this game to draw that free kick.
Generally a beautiful finisher. 37-14 in the VFL so far in his career.
Ah, Michael. Hello, Michael. Another 6 points for the D's. 12-1 up. Not that it means anything at the moment, but I don't want to be chasing. Michael, I'm watching 1 hour of this game on ABC Plus in my condo in Thailand. Then off to the pub to watch the derby. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Yeah, 27-24 currently to the Gold Coast. That would be funny if the Cats lose again. That would be funny. Reigning champions, everyone said how good they would be. And if they lose again, especially against West Coast, that would be hilarious.
Always great to kick your first goal when you get a free kick. From this distance out, it's nice. And then when you put it through, the celebration of your teammates, absolutely fantastic. And of course, knowing family and friends.
Hi, Braxton. I think you do have the... Yeah, I do think you've got some sort of F1.
Amongst them, they're delighted. So back to the middle we go.
Come on, Swannies. Ooh. Sydney get free now. We'll take that. We'll take that if we get it.
This was good here, BT. He knew he was having to sit under the footy a little bit. Just held his ground, was really strong and trying to protect the drop of the ball. And not a lot in it, but the umpires do look for if the arms wrap around the torso. But
Hello, Sam. Well, thanks for at least telling me. Oh, poor kick. Poor kick, that one. 1 point. Was at a distance, to be fair, but...
Good return at the moment. The Swans, they've had almost 7 inside forward 50s and still haven't hit the scoreboard until...
Hi, T-Bone.
So their forward entries are really concerned in the first stages of this first quarter.
To be fair, with the F1 on, guys, you could probably just watch the start and the end, and you'll be good. Another behind. Got to be more clinical. Yeah, please do smash the like button.
By a much smaller Isaac Heaney. It was a clever play, nearly led to a goal, but won't be happy.
There you go, short to Bowie. Saw the clearance numbers come up. 6-1 in favour of the Swans, so they're winning the clearances.
Shanice, yeah. However, by the looks of it, fair play. He's a nice guy. I don't have a problem with that. I don't think Cardi takes any of my viewers. I think Cardi's got a slightly different viewership than I have. So my viewers are just my viewers. Plus, he was started his stream before me, right? I only just got out of bed because it's early in the morning. Come on, take him down. Pressure. Good pressure there. Oh. Okay, come on, Swannies. Buddy. Go on, buddy. He's got no support. He's just going for the kick. He's just going for the kick. No support at all for Buddy. No support at all. Hi, Sam. That is disappointing because, as I said, he probably shouldn't have had a shot there, Buddy. But he had absolutely no support from his teammates. In that sense, I feel quite bad for him. Not good. Petrarca with it. Oh. What was that? Ouch. Yeah, we've got to be working together. I know it was a quick counter from... Swans. But you've got to be up supporting Buddy. You know, if he gets it, be around him. Oh, fuck. Glimpses of greatness, but also glimpses of very worrying moments.
Just Sydney's second mark. They haven't had the chance to control the tempo of the game too much yet. Melbourne have been right up in their face, applying pressure, and for the first time this afternoon, Leggy, Sydney can actually just control things a little.
They can, but I don't know if they'd be happy with the fact that they've got to have that kick. I mean, it relies on
the G is really empty today. Like, really empty.
With Hibberd, Lever, May. If it's just that rush kick forward, mind you, Lever's put that one out on the full, but I think Swans would be wanting to just change the angles with their kicking a little bit more than that.
Which is what Dylan Stevens tries to do, but it's picked off by Oliver. Viney, The D's will want to go quickly here when the Swans are out of position.
Hi, just really.
Steps around Parker, kicks it inside 50. Petty engaged
Well,
early. McCartan does enough.
I to be fair, I said I did predict Collingwood to finish second or third, I think. Hey, Pies are doing well. Pies are doing well.
Great tackle. Extraordinary handball by Oliver to get it out of there. Initially, and
I'm confused, T-Bone. What do you mean? I'm watching Swans versus Demons.
May really setting up well defensively behind the ball. If it's not May dropping off, it's Lever. So they're just going to be real mindful, the Swans going forward. They don't just do those long bombs.
How are we going to counter that down there, Jono? By not doing the long bombs and hitting the present up lead?
Yeah, I think what they've got to do, they've got to be patient at the moment. They've got to frustrate Melbourne in coming up and coming out of the defensive mechanisms, because the long bomb isn't just working for them. So
Yeah, you've got Gold Coast versus Cats. Cats have just taken the lead, 27-30. I think, hey, well, that's your problem, T-Bone. I'm watching Swans versus Demons.
Turns in a nimble manner. High ball. What a strange jump it was. Good boy. It was a two-legged jump.
Another mark about
Somehow came down with
25 out.
ball launch.
It was basketball launch, wasn't it? Look at that, just off the two.
A bunny hop.
And took it beautifully.
Just before Easter.
That was a standing jump.
Didn't know BT was concerned. He got out the back. The Swans defenders.
He probably won't miss this.
Often now, Melbourne, with their ball movement.
Been a while since I've seen a little bunny hop like that, Lingy. As Spargo now to make it 3 goals for Melbourne in a really good start for them. No problems at all.
18-2 to the Demons.
So Neil Bullen, Van
We're not doing enough. We're not doing enough.
The goal kickers for Melbourne. We've only played 14 minutes. They lead it by 16 points here, the Demons.
Come on,
I
Swannies.
feel like the Swans just haven't quite organised themselves yet.
Yeah, I think so far Swans, I don't know, it's almost like they're settling into the match.
Again, the Melbourne ball movement.
But the problem is you don't have time to settle into the match.
Space for Chandler to turn there. Spargo's out the back. Takes a nice little double leg jump hanger. But John Longmire would be concerned about the fact that the Melbourne forwards are looking so dangerous.
Yeah, Longmire needs to get them sorted out, because you can't afford to give these this much of a head start. Just take your time. Take your time. Good. Playing on. Warner goes big into the box, but it's a poor choice. It's a poor choice. You've got teammates around you, and we've just given the ball away.
Covering plenty of ground.
And that ball's just not staying in the Sydney forward line for any length of time. Even in their few entries that they're getting, it's just coming straight back out really quickly.
Intercept marks 6-1 at the moment in favour of
Yeah,
the D's.
Matthew, this is what I'm saying. How often last season did Swans just not turn up in the first quarter, and then they're constantly chasing?
Sort of a kick to Florence.
And it's bloody frustrating. It's bloody frustrating.
Almost at centre half forward. They inch it forward with control.
Playing with big ball in again.
He's in the pack, a good stretch.
It's not he didn't first touch it, holding.
Say Lever had a bit of it. Yeah, clearly.
He had a lot of it.
Great call.
Well umpired there. Amadi again.
Come on, Swannies, get something back. Keep it close.
Franklin imposes himself on
But he's going for the kick.
the along the ground. Has it got through without a touch?
Come on.
Yes, it has.
Get in there. 18-8. 10 points behind.
Talk about something out of nothing.
I've got no doubt Swans can do that.
Gonna have to kick it through.
We can certainly... Oh, he's gone for hair this season.
Somehow manoeuvred it through.
We can certainly do that as a team. You know, I just don't like seeing a start so slow. But 18-8. We're all fine. We're all fine.
It really was something out of
Suns have taken the lead again.
stoppage. like it was guaranteed to be touched on the way through, but just found a way. Much needed goal for the Swans.
Snuck through all of them, didn't it? Snuck through all of them.
He becomes the 5th man in VFL AFL history to 1,050 goals behind Plugger, Gordon Coventry, Jason Dunstall, and Doug Wade. Just 7 behind the great Doug Wade now. Inside 50.
1,050. Oh, come on. Good mark. No pressure on him.
Gee, that was a good kick inside forward 50 then, Jace. It was lower and harder and just got there quick enough.
Yeah, well, let's hope we do kick fairly straight today. This one is a decent position here. Logan McDonald, come on, boy. He should be close enough here to score. Oh, for God's sake. Maybe you're right about the not kicking straight, Matthew. Oh, God.
Gives it away, he's going to be very important.
Yeah, no doubt, absolutely. He's probably going to be the main man.
18-9. We've had our chances now. Look.
But it feels like he's going to be it whenever that time comes, and even probably needs to start being now, so that it doesn't all fall under Franklin. And with marks like that, you can see why.
Gee, it's a beautiful kick from May to Grundy. Didn't quite glove it.
Is it it's better not having a delay, right?
Designed. Stephen May.
Good job I am a global member for the Sydney Swans and have access to watch AFL. There might be a slight delay, but that's obviously through going to YouTube.
Viney deliberately on the run. No doubt about that being a set, an orchestrated stoppage. Neil Bullen threw it away. Umpire said it was knocked out in the tackle, and that's a forward carried tackle. And a 50-metre penalty. We'll see Lockie Hunter about 10 metres out. Descent again. We have heard so much through Tom Brown on 7 News about the GWS Carlton game and the descent there.
Well, that's good. That's good, Shanice. That's good.
As Hunter comes in, he'll kick the goal. Melbourne have got their 4th. They're 4 straight.
See, that is a stupid one. There's no need to give away a free there. No need at all. For God's sake. 6 minutes 48, 24-9. There's just no excuse for gobbing off and giving away that free kick there. Frustrating.
And maybe it's starting to click now.
At the end of the day, if at the end of the game we lose because of that 6 points, not good.
That's paid for that aggressive nature with the way Will Hayward got up after the free kick.
Looking like a bloody close, well, a low scoring game over at the Suns. Very low scoring. Third quarter only 33-20, 33-32. Very low scoring. Fingers crossed, CBG. Fingers crossed you will still succumb to the mighty Bloods.
Looks for an option. The option's Hunter. Takes it on the bounce. Fancy footwork from Jordan. Gets away from McInerney, but the kick partly smothered. Grundy towards the line. And out. So good start here for the D's. The Swans yet to drop a quarter in season 2023. A perfect 8 from 8.
Amazing, isn't it, Jace? 11-2, the clearance is Sydney's way, but they're not getting a reward for that at all.
Won 11 of their past 12 games. They only lost the grand final. And Sydney have a great record. Beat Melbourne twice last year, of course. They love playing the Demons.
Right, D's playing the ball into the 50. Nope. Straight into our hands.
Top one here, maybe in the back. In the ribs.
It was a brave mark, BT.
Yep. Paddy McCartan to, as you see it on replay here.
I want to see once again, though, this year, both the McCartan brothers really dominating the defence. I want it. I want to see, obviously, those last-ditch tackles. But I want more than that. I want them to really make a nuisance of themselves, just in general. Really put pressure on players. I think they're key, actually. I think the McCartan brothers really are key really are key to success. They're really important players for us. I think they possibly get overlooked. I think that's generally a defender's problem, isn't it? Defenders are often overlooked.
Grundy wins the tap on this occasion. It's flung out. Free kick on the hole, going back to Viney. And now gives it to Rivers. Directs some traffic on the wing, finds Langdon. Patient build up here from the D's. Next link is Neil Bullen. He spears inside 50. Brown got to the front. Lloyd.
Just take your time. Take your time. Why? That is not the place to be giving the ball away just at the 50. For God's sake. It's a big, big kick. Misses everything, luckily. Honestly, what is it with defenders there that will try a big ball out of their own 50 and just give it straight to the other team? Gotta be careful.
Defenders are wanting to now cover out the back, but now Melbourne are just hitting up the little leads, using the ball quite effectively going forward.
McVie, little one, Langdon, got it back to Grundy. Grundy searching, handball over the top. Neil Bullen again. Gave the little
D's in the pocket.
Thought about the right foot banana, came back on the right again and found
Oh.
the lead. Sensational stuff from Charlie Spargo.
Giving them too much space at the moment.
Gets the congratulations of all as he departs the ground.
It's a great kick, isn't it, BT?
Yep.
One to break the tackle, then be composed. But again, it's that little lower hit up. The Swans defenders were retreating a little bit, probably expecting it to be kicked to the teeth of goal.
Hi, Xavier. Hello, mate.
This run up, but I'm just seeing it side on now.
Right, I really need him just to shank this.
5-metre approach, and it works for him, so great. No harm with it, but it is a massive run up.
Why do you need a run up that long?
As Brown now from 30 metres out.
You just don't need a run up that long, do you? That takes the mick.
So Sydney 1-3.
30 plays 9.
Kicks it really well. Ben Brown, he's got a really stiff action that results in very little mistakes. He knows his routine.
It is very difficult sometimes watching Swans, isn't it? Oh.
Pumps up his GPS numbers too at the same time.
Absolutely. That's a very good point, actually.
Just watch the build-up play here. Just sharing the footy well, Melbourne. And then Spargo's ability to be strong, break the tackle, and then not just bomb away and hit up Brown is perfect. The marks at the moment, Melbourne, more than double. Melbourne, more than double what the Sydney Swans are. Their ball use is just hurting the Swans at the moment.
These have had it on their terms.
No, I don't think it's their ball use that's hurting us. It's the fact that we can't keep the ball. Giving the ball away too often. Not closing down tight enough. 2 minutes 50 left. 2 minutes 55.
It's taken away by Neil Bullen. He'll kick it towards half forward. Worked underneath it was Brown. Nicely done by McCartan.
So McCartan at half back. Little switching ball.
Hi, Laura.
Lloyd.
Gee, Melbourne are defending this so well, though. Both times then the players, Lloyd and McCartan, wanted to just kick that ball in the 45. Melbourne covered it well, and again covering this one.
Oh, jeez Christ. Giving the ball away again. Look, he's all on his own. Hell. I just giving the ball away. You know, down. Down. As I said, this is Swans giving the ball away. This isn't necessarily D's winning it. And granted, they've got to pass the ball around us. They've got to they've got to find the space. They've got to shoot on target. But just like that, Swans giving the ball away, and then there's so much space. Look at this. Oh my God, it's frustrating. Hi, Kate.
Here's Mills. Jordan can't escape on this occasion. Umpire will call for
36-9.
to get rid of the football.
And Lee, it just looks to me that Melbourne look very calm going forward, and the Swans look more rushed when they're going forward.
So it's a sent free kick again as Petrarca thumps it inside 50. Some pushing and shoving at the back from Petty. Swooping onto it. Langdon, did he get it over the top? No, he didn't.
Just behind that time. 27-9. Hi, Corey. Hello, mate. No, I wasn't expecting this score at the moment, Kate. But as I said, Swans do have a habit of starting late. We do normally start slow, but this isn't good enough. We can't keep doing this. Giving the ball away every time.
All grouped together, BT. So the kick, Melbourne defenders there, just total confidence in each other.
Come on, Swannies. We need something in this before we finish the first quarter.
Slipped over Brayshaw. Nice handball. Hibbert as well, bringing it out of defence here now. Looking for and not finding Chandler on that occasion. McCartan tidies up in the back door. Lloyd. Laddams. Melbourne just coming from every direction. Warner got the Lloyd.
Playing it big. But he's not getting it, no.
And then open side of the ground is on. Because of that great defensive setup, intercept mark, they can go.
Grundy does exactly that. Gives it off to McPhee.
I'm not forgetting Melbourne were won the league last year before.
Broke up that play. Nowhere for Stevens to go.
Well done, Ollie Florent. Because I can assure you that was a Melbourne goal.
At the end of the day, I no problem in saying Demons are a good team. They are a good team. They don't have Gorn, which should be a weakness for them. But we're also forgetting Swans were in the final last year as well, if that's the case. Oh, okay, fair enough. I still did Swans by 20. 20 seconds left of the first quarter. Oh.
Sydney didn't like it. Umpire said it was fair and legal, and there'll be no penalty as a result of it. Mills.
Nah, he was just going for the ball. Well. Turn the sound down. That was a disappointing first quarter of football for the Swans. Giving the ball away too much. Just... Ugh. Well, Peter, I wouldn't say we've nosedived. We have won the first 2 games of the season comfortably. So I don't think we can say nosedived. All right? Just saying. Oh, South Australia having a little bit of advertising going on. Hi, Chadio. But I said we have I said, we have won our first 2 games. Just want to stress. Yeah. We have only... This is only our 3rd game, and we have won 2. Before this game, we were top of the table. So... Who wants some bamboo? Who wants some bamboo underwear? High calculated psycho. Yeah, not a good first quarter for Swans. Let's just hope that it is just the usual, starting off slow. Bundaberg advert. Ugh. Hi, Lax Bro. Or should I say Shannon? Well, has everyone been having a nice weekend? Let's ask that to distract us for the break. Yeah, I hope everyone's been having a nice weekend. The clocks have changed as of today. I assume you've gained an hour. I think you've gained an hour, right? So hopefully no one had to change their clocks. Everyone will be now changing their ovens and their car clocks, because that's the one thing that always... Okay. Second quarter is about to start.
The MCG in all its glory, the Yarra River. It is a fantastic day for this game between 2 big sides.
Sam, I can tell you I am not doing well. This week has been not great.
They've just been a lot more patience around the middle of the ground, being able to slice and dice wide foot and being able to get the odd player out in front of the Swans defenders. In the clearances, it's been all of Sydney, 6 to 12 Sydney's way, just haven't been able to utilise that, and the inside forward 50s are all square.
6 out of 6 so far, and a tip in from Peter. Wow. I am 2 so far. I've got 2 right. That is not good.
Thanks for that, Jono. You're right about the way the ball's going inside forward 50. The Swans have been in the same number of times as Melbourne, 15 each, but completely differently. You just picture the long, high, slow use by the Swans.
Come on then, Swans. Got to hit the ground running in this second quarter.
Whereas when it's gone down the other end of the ground, the Demons are just picking them apart. As Jono just mentioned, they're slicing and dicing with their great ball use. And those Melbourne forwards know it too now, so they're all leading hard. They know they're a chance of getting on the end of one of them. A really impressive performance. But the Swans
Yeah.
to fix up what they're
Yeah,
doing.
Peter must know nothing about football because he's getting them all right.
Second term action begins Sunday afternoon football. Glorious day at the MCG. Melbourne lead it by 28 points.
28-point lead by the D's. Come on, boys. Come on, Swannies. I do not want this to be an absolute thumping either. that would be quite painful for us.
High kick inside 50. Off the chest of Lloyd. Petrarca at his feet somehow still wins the football. Hunter had to wait for the handball to arrive. Now Rivers. Petty sets up. Spoiled.
Get it away, Swannies. Get it away.
Immediately shut down. Parker and Lloyd laid that tackle. Spargo going nowhere. Florence got a piece of him. Ollie goes back and wins it, and Spargo returns the favour.
So you think Sydney a little bit more switched on here. John Long might chat at quarter time.
You should want them to win just because I want them to win, Sam. It shouldn't just be about winning the tipping competition. You know, you want to support my team.
Disposing of the ball, just held on to it that bit too long as he was trying to fight through the tackle.
So Rampy and Blakey really have hardly had the footy in. They are such good launch pads, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And so often we've seen, even when Sydney do win it, they're forced to go really wide, and now they want to control the ball.
2 metres back.
Petty with the professional way of just slowing up the play with that one there, but it's from here that the Swans have struggled with.
Got to avoid the long kick here, Lee. They have to avoid it.
Well, they take it on yet again. Despite
Well, I can confirm, Cal, as a possible newbie, I am not doing well.
on the left, good ball back inside to the
Yes, come on. Come on, Paps.
Isaac Heaney footy there.
Come on,
It
Paps.
really was a difficult kick on his non-preferred side to get it back in the corridor.
Yeah, and it just made the defender have to change direction down on Papley, and Rivers it was just slipped and then couldn't quite close the gap.
It does, Sam. It does only take like 15 seconds to pick. Plus, if I'm doing tipping videos every week, it'll give you that little reminder, right? You want bragging rights over me.
So Papley from 45, straight
Go on,
forward.
Paps.
Nice, fantastic. Good
Come on.
start, Swans, second
That's a
quarter,
better start.
22 points.
37-15.
So that's a nice little steady up. Get their
Suns are
goalkeeper involved.
47-40 up now.
Isaac Heaney involved as well, and where it started in the back end, we saw Blakey touch the footy down there. He's such an important part, and Rampy, and you've got to have all of them involved.
Oh,
Watch Rivers here on Papley.
honestly, the
Good starting point.
singing is
Notice
awful.
Of the Heaney kick back inside meant that Rivers was going one way, the little slip, and that's all Tommy Papley needed.
That's what we need. We need Papley to score those goals like that.
Important goal for the Swans.
Margin back to 22 points. Centre clearance is now 7-1.
Come on,
Sydney.
boys.
Parker wins this one. Papley sets himself front.
Oh.
Centre couldn't quite take the crumb. Grundy
Marty couldn't quite get it.
sweeps a handball. McVie was quick to Bowie. Now Hunter across his body to one. Spears one towards the wing for Viney. Coming out to meet it was Blakey. Laddams pounced on the turnover.
Oh,
Parker had to give the quick release.
absolutely wiped out there.
Great umpiring.
Sydney, ball. Come on, they're playing on. Come on, Swannies.
Lawrence now needs an option to present. And a holding decision off the ball at the
Oh.
goal square.
We just get a free kick. Sweet. We will take that.
So just the urgency in that ball movement caught the Melbourne defence out.
Yeah, and just a little grab. You see the four umpires.
Ah, mate, I've tried. They're just football. Football fans just don't want to sing songs.
Maybe a defender.
Mental, mate. They just don't want to sing songs. They prefer just going, Sydney, Sydney. It's boring.
Swans starting
Boring.
to build a bit of momentum here, and Hayward spears that one through for another.
Come on. Back in the game. 37-21.
Margin back to 16 points.
It does. That does, David. Thank you. Thank you very much for taking his money.
In this second term from Sydney.
Just what I like to hear, mate.
How they're moving the football. Hayward, the beneficiary of some quick movement.
Hi, PJ. So actually, well, we haven't necessarily stopped playing because we've been playing indoors in the winter. Today, me and Charlie have actually got some finals. We're not filming it because it's a little bit more awkward indoors to film.
ground.
yeah, no, the indoor season finishes today, and me and Charlie are in the Aussie pairs together, and then she's got the ladies final in the afternoon. So we've actually got a fairly busy day for the rest of the day. And then the outdoor season starts in about 3 weeks' time. I think we've got about 3 weeks off, and then we get started again.
Didn't have it. Spun without the footy. Sydney players injured in the middle of the ground as well. One of those is Laddams.
Come on, close them down.
With Bowie again. Melbourne moving the ball here, trying to cut their way through. Little handball comes here. Opportunity might have been Chandler that got caught, and it was Bowie now. Ground level ball to Oliver. Picked it up, got around the boot, down the ground. This will be a Melbourne free.
Melbourne free.
Well, this is a big call, BT.
To launch from 45.
Felt initially like it was as Oliver kicked and the pressure was there. The umpire saw it as late. Let's have a look. See, that's trying to affect the kick, I would have thought. Petty gets the shot at goal.
Come on, need him to slice it, but I think he's going to score.
So Petty almost directly in front, City end of the ground in the shade of the stand. 45 out, made a bit of a mess of it. High footy, Van Rooyen is there.
Oh, behind.
Knocking it through McInerney.
Harry Cunningham was the one that collided with his teammate just a little earlier. He's now come to the bench, getting assessed by doctors now.
It's interesting because where I've got the banner down below, for some reason recently, it's producing noise. So on Fox Sport, it gives a cheer when the goal goes in. Luckily, it's after the goal goes in. It's not giving any spoilers. And so I see a goal on here, and then about 20 seconds later, I get a cheer from the noise of Fox website, which is really annoying. But I have worked out the cheer is after the goal, so there's no spoilers. Get it right. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
McCartan tries to fight through. Here's Chandler. Finds his right boot and finds
44-21. 23 points in it.
D's good response. After Sydney jumped out of the blocks in this second.
Why is it so frustrating watching Sydney?
Back out to 23 points.
Suns 47-40 up now. I don't know. I think I want Suns to win. Actually, I think. Sorry, Gordon. I think yeah, it's 47-40 over there. I think I want Suns to win, just because Cats beat us last year in the final.
Umpire Alex Wetton to get us underway again. Melbourne just stem the flow a little here. Rowbottom battling in the middle. Let's have a look at the Cunningham injury. Just see here into the knee of Laddams.
Oh, I want that. Doesn't look that bad.
Being assessed as we speak. Oliver, Petrarca, Bowie, back to Petrarca. Petrarca's kick to nobody in particular. Tom McCartan needs to pick it up.
Come on, McCartan.
Did it well. Got the little handball off to Campbell. Comes back inside. Stevens caught in the tackle here. And
Ball up.
Ball up, I think.
BT, Cunningham has gone downstairs now. He hasn't resurfaced just yet.
Thanks, John.
Well, yeah, I may have went Cats to win. I may have done Cats to win. Doesn't mean I'd still prefer the weaker teams to win. You've still got time, Gordon. You've still got time for those results to come true. All right, Cats won't be winning by 35 probably. They might do, I suppose. They've still got 1 quarter left. My tips have been awful. Don't follow my tips on AFL this year. They've been awful.
Let's look at the contrast in Melbourne's ball movement. May, they switch. And they immediately find the space that Sydney can't find.
Hibbard looking for something.
Yeah.
Not on, so
They might win by 35, you never know.
Nick V, who was under pressure, but he eluded it perfectly and presented it nicely. You don't get any better than that. He's going to get a second bite at it here as well.
Come on.
They can move. They've got open players everywhere here. Comes out to Van Rooyen. Look at it down the field. Brayshaw can get it and keep going.
Look at how much space the Demons have got.
Stands the mark. Brayshaw, short ball, finds the target.
So much space.
Rivers. In fact, Jordan. So Jordan with the ball. Launches to the top of the square. High footy. Got to go here. The Swans. Spargo trying to get.
Come on, Swannies. Got to get it out. Got to get it out.
Wanting the free in the back. He did have a hand in the back, and umpire will ball it up.
Adams with Brown. Oliver just handed it to Jordan. With the outside of his right boot, hits the post.
Ooh. I don't know how you haven't heard the fub, because this has been brought up a lot. I was sent a Sydney shirt, basically. So that's the team I support.
Pressure picked off. Neil Bullen now looks for an option inside 50. Can backtrack. Kick it high. Fritsch used the body on McCartan. Just time for Alex Neil Bullen to just take a step backwards, buy himself some space.
This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Use, wasn't it? Just understood exactly where the ball was going to drop. It was outstanding play.
It's poor. Giving the ball away too much.
Where the ball's going to drop. Just a little nudge. Fantastic play. That is outstanding.
Or from McCartan there as well.
Melbourne regaining control after the Swans got a good start to the
Yeah.
term. And Fritsch adds another.
I hear you, Gordon. I hear you. Oh, it's bloody awful. But like I said, it's us giving the ball away. That's the frustrating thing. I've got no doubt D's have to make the marks. They have to be passing into space. But how many times have we given the ball back to the D's outside our 50? That's partly why we're losing.
I just want to look at how Sydney can get their way back into the game. Watch Logan McDonald. He's the hard lead towards the boundary there. And then the long kick comes in. Who's it marked by? Melbourne. Logan McDonald can't lead there to the boundary. He has to stay as that long kick down the line or to the pack and bring that ball to ground. 11 intercept marks for Melbourne to 3 to the Swans. That's the way they're going to get their way back into the game.
Second quarter, sun closing down. It's a difficult end, that punt road end to operate from. With that sun in the eyes, here is Hunter now. Around the corner, what should have been, Rampy.
Sorry. I just don't know what to say too much today, because it's not a massively good game for us, is it? It's not a good game for us at the moment.
McInerney uses the man on the marker with great effect, just bypassed him completely. Off hands it comes to James Rowbottom. Got it off to Parker. Standing start for Parker. High ball. Here comes McDonald now. Lingy wide. This time he had to spoil. Couldn't get there to mark it.
Listen. I think D's are a quality team, and so I've got no. Like, why are you playing it there, buddy? Why are you playing it there? It's one player with about 4 D's players right next to him, and we get lucky that we get it back.
Traffic inside that 50, as you can see. Can Errol find a hole? Franklin.
Oh, it's not over. Gordon, how is it over, buddy? It's not over at all. Buddy's just made a decent mark there. I don't know if I like him with hair or if I prefer him bald, to be honest.
Brayshaw just pointing, lets him go. Everyone just standing.
Come on, buddy.
This is probably the only spot on the field that forces Franklin to kick a drop punt. He doesn't want to be running around the corner here. Has to actually kick a drop punt, which is rare.
Right behind it. Straight through the middle.
Come on, buddy. 1,051.
Franklin gets his second.
We're not out of it. We're not out of it. Suns 47, Cats 42. To be fair though, Carol, he is the one that has made the marks and the one that scored the goals today so far for us. So although I don't see him, yes I don't see him as a major loss if we don't have him, he is still the one that has taken the marks and getting the goals.
Defenders just aren't quite sure who's to take who. Watch Brayshaw and Lever there just straight away sorting it out. I think they both knew they were probably in the wrong, but they'll organise it. That's a robust discussion. Good to have sorted out. So next time.
1,051 goals, as Jace mentioned a moment ago. Now only 6 goals away from Doug Wade in 4th position on the all-time list. Amati Grundy got a nice deflection there, allowed him to pick up the ball, advance it inside 50. Blakey.
Oh, good job you didn't, Fub.
The Melbourne forward in.
Hey, let's be honest though. Me supporting the Swans worked out quite well, right? Just so happens that we got to a grand final, and I got to watch it.
One thing we haven't seen today the Swans do is just run and carry the ball. They've tried to pinpoint everything by foot, and it hasn't come off. So I'd like to see.
Gordon, it's way too early, mate. It's way too early to say the game's over. 53-42 for the Suns. Oh, lucky with a bounce there.
Feeds it back to Petrarca. He's got an outlier. It's Jordan. Plenty of movement inside 50 for Melbourne. He'll take the long.
Come on.
Van Rooyen went up. Brown stayed down.
Jesus. Those goal mouth sort of scrambles, they put your heart in your mouth, don't they?
Low down mark taken by Amati.
So Amati at halfback, there's no one down the field in a position. So that's why he had to go sideways to Mills, who created.
Come on, Swans. On the counter attack. But it. Oh.
Spills here, an opportunity to Warner. Handball back to Gordon. Franklin on his left. Got a dribbler, won't get there.
Ah, not enough power on that one.
Goes wide to Lever and now McVee.
Goes for the exit kick towards the wing.
Hi, I'm shipping up to Boston. Hello, mate. Well, apart from the Swans losing at the moment, yeah, not bad, not bad. Could be worse. The typical English attitude could be worse. Michael, come. We're not having that negative attitude, mate. Not having that negative attitude. We're fine.
Amati the target, and he's got it.
Well done, Amati.
As BT mentioned, right on the edge of the sun and the shade at this time of the afternoon, and Joel Amati
Come on.
can go back and have a shot.
How's Amati's kicking?
And McDonald, both long down the line. McDonald not going for that lead to the boundary. Look, he takes care of Lever there. So it means Lever can't come and help out. Amati takes.
I know. Well, Jennifer, I wouldn't say Swans were certain winners. You can't rule out the D's, can you?
That one's floating right.
1 point. 51-28. Surely most people pick the Cats, right? Most people must have picked the Cats. Let me see if I can see who picked the Cats.
You're right. They've wrestled it back a little bit. They can't afford to concede one though. Late in
It doesn't say until the end.
Harry Cunningham has come from underneath the rooms at this stage, guys. So they've been playing for the last 13 minutes or so without him. So they've been playing with 21 men.
McCartan deep inside May. Amati an almost opportunity there. Langdon, McVee. Amati pressure.
I think the expectation 64% is Sydney. Yeah. Come on! Come on, Swannies! We're all over this. We're all over this. Back in the game. Back in the game. 51-34. We're okay, guys. Don't panic.
James Rowbottom just getting better and better. 72nd game now for Rowbottom.
Just great persistence. Look at that, swarming numbers around, not giving away a free kick, hunting, outnumbering, finding tries.
But I said this. If Swans end up winning this sums up the Swans, right? It really does sum up the Swans. How many times do we go behind and chase a game? Maybe it's just how we play and how we win. But it's not nice as a supporter and an audience to see Swans only get started in the second quarter.
Comes up with it once again.
Suns 54-42. Nice. Come on in, another one. Confidence is growing.
That was outstanding if he did.
He ran to the left and kicked to the right.
Tough to defend that one.
Here's another look.
Oh, nice. Going to the Anzac Day game. Nice.
You know what? He's that skillful. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So he spotted his teammate, hit him perfectly.
Come on. Nice, nice kick. Bend it round in the gap.
Generally a good finisher. Tough kick this one. Pushes it across the face. It's still alive for Franklin, almost one hand, and Brayshaw walks it over.
So getting repeat entries now. Sydney become very dangerous.
51-35, 5 minutes and 20 left.
Thanks, Jono. Melbourne, I sense just a little
nice little shimmy there.
At the moment, just want to be a little more conservative for a moment or two here to get themselves back on track. It dribbles out the back. Hunter smothered by McInerney. Laddams even selling candy, not once but twice. The big fella. Things are improving. McCartan goes forward now.
Big ball by McCartan.
Lever was there, but he went to ground. Anyone's ball.
It's a scramble.
It was Lever using his head as a barge pole, and that's why he was not offered the free.
Laddams almost sold it to himself, BT.
Yes, he did. He did indeed.
Amadi engages with Grundy. Hunter. All the way handball. Oliver somehow just created space. Back to the wing. Numbers there for the D's at the fall of the football. Petrarca. Van Rooyen.
Well, D's are on the attack. Down the wing. Big ball into the 50. Take him down. Take him down. Out of play.
Ball and player over and out.
54-48 over in the other game now. I'll do my best to keep everyone updated as I see the scores change. That's a close finish. That's a very, very close finish over there.
Might just test him a little. Let's see. Man on the mark's at 40. He'll kick it from 47.
Just sensed the pressure coming there and lowered a little bit.
Hunter, Hunter's clear in his mind. He thinks he's definitely got the journey, so he would know best. Kick on the way. Looks
yeah. Cats get a goal back.
After 4 goals from Sydney. Hunter with his second. And it just stems the bleed a little. A 22-point margin now.
Yeah, back to 22 points. Need to cut that down.
The one, the only, the great Ronald Dale Barassi.
Oh, Barassi's in the stadium. Look, there you go. He looks old. He looks really old.
More besides. Yes. 22 points the margin. 3.5 minutes to play in the opening half. Grundy, clear tap. Oliver just plucks it out of the air off to Petrarca. Inside 50 again. Blakey came across as
I don't think Blakey needed to punch that one away. I think he probably could have caught that. Swans, come on the counter.
Slices a kick towards McDonald. Nice pick up from the big man. Was a good release too.
Oh,
Free kick for a high one in the process.
a high tackle. Swans keep it. He's just going big. He's going big to Buddy. Oh no, not to Buddy, sorry, to Amati. Sydney ball will take that. Not sure what for. Not sure what for.
Nice kick to a big player who's a quality athlete who can go up. Just comes over the shoulder there, mate. Not a lot he can do.
I don't know what that's for. He's going to punch the ball away, doesn't reach it. Hey, I'll take it. See you later, David. Enjoy the game, mate. Come on, Amati. Amati is not a good kicker, is he? At this rate, he scored 3 behinds.
That's why I often think those with really short run-ups not a chance to get into that sort of really balanced position. And that looked very bumpy. Here's Oliver. Grundy wide. Hunter. Rivers.
So 57-36, 55-48 now in the Suns game.
Just over 2 minutes to go, BT. The Swans, just no matter what, cannot concede a goal here. Get into half-time. They fixed a few things up in this quarter compared to the first. Got to hold on no matter what for this last 2 minutes.
So Hibbard.
2 minutes left of the first half. Dees with the ball.
To Oliver. Oh, beautiful pickup by Oliver. Just flicked it to himself. Hunter wants to take a little bit of ground here and still hugs the boundary line in doing so. Fritsch was there, under pressure from behind by Rampy.
Come on, don't give him anything in the last seconds.
Line and out of bounds here for the Demons.
They can set up inside 50. As the Swans try to hold the line. Laddams gets to the front against Grundy, who got the tap. McInerney. Now Heaney.
Come on, last minute and a half. Swans hopefully on the counter-attack. Oh, nice from Paps. Oh, he was going to play on then. He was definitely going to play on as possibly Warner was going past him maybe. Oh, yes. Finished with a goal. Minute and 10 left. Kick just inside the 50.
But also the connection seemed just a little hook back lead. Great lead, but needed a great kick as well. It was perfect.
Now they need the finish. They've kicked 4 goals, 3 in this term. Missed some shots.
Come on.
Would probably back themselves into kick. McDonald from right on 50. Loved it off the boot.
Get in. 40 seconds left of the first half. 57-42. 15 points behind. Get in there.
Sydney with 5 goals to 3 in this second term.
61-48 now for the Suns.
Yeah, just a good strike, aggressive kick at the goals. But Lingy, you mentioned they've changed a few things, Sydney, this quarter, and it's been their forward entries. They've been able to get the ball moving forward quicker inside their forward entries and been able to isolate a few players. It's certainly something that they needed to improve.
Well, we've caught up by 2 goals in this quarter, which could be worse. We've certainly shown more. We've certainly shown more in this quarter. Come on. McDonald plays now wide. He's got no support. Oh, Amati drops it. 13 seconds. Right, I think we're going to half time. 3, 2, 1. Buzzer going. Well, that is the first half done. 57-42. I tell you what I'm going to do while I get the chance. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to quickly switch over just to watch the last tiny little bit of the Suns Cats game. See if the Cats are going to pull it back. I don't think they will, but let's just put that on just for the last little bit. Hi, Neil. So, right, we've gone to the Gold Coast. 61-48. 2 goals, 1 behind in it. 6 minutes, 40 left. I bloody hope Melbourne will run out of steam, Cal.
Even for him, he's too far out to score. No shortage of options. Oh, Jeffrey left it behind.
That slipped out of his hands.
Oh!
Cats are losing this. I think this is a bit of a disaster start for the Cats.
Looks like they're playing Ollie Henry down back at the moment. He's come through. He just needed to take that one.
Wow.
He did well.
This match is 17th versus 18th. Cats are going to be bottom of the league. That is painful. I know it's only 3 games in, but Cats are going to be bottom of the league after 3 games. I'm sure they'll creep up. I'm still no doubt they'll get top 8. But my predictions my predictions were fairly accurate at the moment, anyway, in that terms.
That was Sexton who's giving him that ball. Look at the hard run from Sexton there. Keep running through the middle of the ground. Should have been a catch there.
See that? Yeah, he turned inside, Hughes.
No, it is painful. So I didn't think they would do as well as last year. Hence why I put them where I did. I'm trying to remember where I did put them in the first place, to be fair.
This is what they needed from him. 12 possessions up forward, 4 goals.
Cameron into the middle.
I'm just trying to remember. Let me go to my YouTube video and try and remember.
Break the glass with the hammer, and he goes.
He has no idea what to do in the middle of the ground, but sometimes it just comes his way.
Scroll back a little bit.
Make sure that doesn't eventuate. The kick from Anderson was pretty good. They don't need to rush it forward. Every second that goes past works to their.
So I said Cats would finish 5th, which is still fairly positive for them. So who's doing well at the moment in terms of my league? Swans top, I did, which is sort of working it at the moment-ish. I did Dockers to be finished 2nd. They're having a bit of a shocker at the moment. And I did Collingwood to finish 3rd. That's looking okay. Saints are doing better than I thought.
He's a nice kick, but he doesn't think he can do what Jack Lukosius did. Out wide. Oh, Jack's there. Will he go for his 5th? Well, they just, Geelong just haven't got anything from their midfield in this second half in particular, particularly the last quarter. I think Danger's only had the 3 possessions in the second half. No one's doubted this young man's talent, but to be able to produce it at the top level, part of a new generation, a team that has been searching for.
Well, that is game over for the Cats. 73-48. Ouchie mama. Right, I'm going to quickly take a toilet break. I will be back in about a minute.
He's policing that goal square. He's not a natural fullback, Moons, is he? And you've got to read the eyes of the kicker. Right now, you've already seen him. There. Right now, you've got to go if you're a Radical when you see that first step in that direction.
Well, he's given us a little bit of everything today, Lukosius, hasn't he?
But the thing I've loved about him, yeah, he's done all those great things by foot. It's the most physical game I've seen him play.
Previous best was 2 goals, which he'd only done once. Now he's kicked 5. And just about buried the reigning premiers. And they want more. They've got a taste of it. Rao, who's played a sensational second half. Been good all day, as Boone said, without getting huge numbers. Spectacular leap back there from Powell. He'll enjoy his return. Dangerfield looking for the miracle goal of his own, and Gary Rowan takes the chest mark. There's no time to waste. They're going to conjure anything out.
Well done. It's a really
Quickly
good
puts
mark,
it
wasn't
through.
Interesting to see what Stewie Jew's done on this near wing. He's put Lockie Weller out there now, so if Tom Stewart's going to drift off into the back line, Lockie Weller is going to give you maximum damage running forward without an opponent. But this is a really good mark. Good body play. Jai Farrer's no slouch. Loses his sight at the ball.
Perfect ball drop protection, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been very handy since he's come back on.
Yes, certainly has. 2 terrific goals. Back to 19 then. And theoretically,
Plenty of time.
still a chance. Wits halves, Wits.
Wow.
Just the
Yeah.
determination of this man, but he's turned it straight over. Buse took them on, adventurous. Unfortunately, Bose.
Oh, he's gone again, Rao.
Yeah, Rao.
You ripper.
He's unstoppable at the moment. Dangerfield is always that way. Holmes to the outside, too. He's completely unaware of what was coming, and it was Levi off to Swallow. They are certainly honouring David Swallow. They've done this the way that he has played his footy since the start, wholeheartedly.
But again, nothing this side. Been really good covering that off the Suns.
All he can do is go down the line. He tried to tailor it and temper the kick a bit, which he's done to Jeremy Cameron.
So the issue with that is, who does he kick to that's a marking target?
There's your answer. Dangerfield couldn't hang on. Long skips his way through. Out to Casbolt. He's been influential as well. Ballard. Radicalia.
What an absolute walloping the Cats have received today. Oh.
It's been a interesting move for them.
Well, Sam DeConing, it's put them out.
We've had to do it.
You might have had to...
Peter watching the game at the Mitre Tavern with a pint of Kilkenny. Got no idea what's going to happen, don't care. He's just there for the drink.
Rather than try and work him into that extra defender.
Ben King.
It is cold this morning.
Zach Guthrie flies.
Okay, I'm done with this. I'm done with the Cats. Lost. Losers. Big, fat losers. Oh, wrong one.
Our McCafe blend isn't just barista crafted across Australia. Our beans are also sourced from Kenya, Honduras, Ethiopia, and Brazil.
Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's awesome to have everyone here. I want to know what's everyone been up to this weekend. As it's half time, we've got time to kill. What have you been up to this weekend? In the comments, go, go, go. Get the conversation going. What have you been up to? For me, what did I do? Watch the footy in the morning. And then... Oh, went to see a comedian called Simon Brodkin. That was good fun in the afternoon. And didn't do a lot after that. Watched The Apprentice final. Nice, Claire. Went to the Collingwood-Richmond game. Collingwood are doing well. They're doing well. Just basically lots of watching footy. That is what everyone is basically getting up to. The footy season is back. That is what we do. F1, Mario. Hello, Mario. F1. Yes, lots of people watching the F1.
That was a fabulous listen, Fox Footy, taking you right inside the Sydney Swans midfield, courtesy of their captain, Luke Parker. We're going to head inside the newsroom now, where the Herald Sun's John Ralph is standing by. Ralphie, the word of the week is none other than dissent.
It certainly is, and the AFL is not prepared to label the Stephen Coolio decision on dissent an official mistake, as the GWS asked for an official ruling, given, of course, the big game-changing nature of this decision. The league's position is that umpires are allowed to crack down on dissent. It's broadly supported.
They're showing the dissent from GWS again.
In a position to verbally or visually challenge an umpire, but GWS doesn't believe that was the case, doesn't believe that he swore or was overly demonstrative, so they are hot under the collar. They are not likely to get the answer they are looking for. Here is Craig Fleer cracking down last night.
Clear behind. It's not what he said. And then the dissent. So no, it wasn't you. Steve Niglio. So there was a decision not paid. So the ball had gone through, and then he's gone, how is that not a free kick with his arms aggressive? So that's dissent.
So of course, literally
That dissent call is really harsh.
on the wing in a very similar situation where he put his arms out, asking for a free kick for.
The problem is,
the league's view is that players are always able to appeal for free kicks in the moment, but it believes there is a difference about complaining after the fact when a decision has already been made. I'm just not quite sure that we can ask players to explain or to detail the difference there. Now, in the clash this afternoon, Sydney's Will Hayward, he gave up a certain goal for a 50-metre penalty.
Ridiculous.
Call today. It never rains, but it pours. That's clearly a free kick. He clearly rode his opponent into the back, and then he clearly showed some frustration. We just don't know yet whether he verballed the umpires there. So clearly an issue that's not going to
look.
And clearly the AFL going to back their umpires.
As a referee, you always get this, and it's that GWS moment, for example, is giving the the moniker of that short man syndrome type thing as a referee or an umpire. You're embarrassing yourself as too much. I get no dissent. You don't want to be receiving dissent as an umpire or referee, but that's a bit pathetic, isn't it? It's a bit pathetic as an umpire. You know, you're gonna get players saying, "How was that a free kick?" You know, because that's what they do. You want it the way you want it, and that's the way you see it. You can't be then giving fouls every time that happens, because you can't give it for every time it happens. Bit much. Anyway.
He has just kicked his fifth, and as we speak,
Nugget and Brooks just finished Pony Club. Nice. You did say that yesterday, actually, that's what you were doing. PJ, friends and I are going to watch the new Dungeons and Dragons movie. I didn't even know there was a Dungeons and Dragons movie. Rifle shooting today. Okay. Hi, John Smith. We're getting some Yanks over here today.
Yes, John Newcomb, one of those players who I think is much more likely to be playing.
So John is watching the Melbourne game. I think you find it's the Sydney game. And then watching the F1. I went to the grand final once in Melbourne, over 100,000 people. Duke, I went to the grand final as well. Jimbo, hi Jimbo. To be fair, my NRL predictions are a little bit better than my AFL. I would just say, if we're talking about
he had the choice to reach down and legitimately contest the ball. Instead,
if we're looking at that, my round so far with the NRL is the Heineken Cup that I'm doing well on. Heineken Cup, which is rugby union. I am bossing it. Look at that. All of them right at the moment, and close scores. Just need the Exiles to Exeter to win, Saracens to win, Toulouse to win. Yeah, Super Mario is coming out soon, isn't it? NRL, I'm currently 4 out of 6. There you go, 4 out of 6. Not too bad. Super League. Oh. Super League, I'm 5 out of 5. Check that out in the old Super League. That is pretty good. Pretty good.
Check it out. Lucky number. I'll get my camera.
Premier League.
Look,
Don't know. But AFL currently is the worst on predicting out of all the other ones.
Year after year, K after K, with Toyota Genuine Service, the feeling never fades. Oh, what a feeling, Toyota.
Come on, need these adverts to hurry up and finish. I want the game to hurry up and get going again. To be fair, John, I'm not really... To be fair, I think basketball and ice hockey is definitely better than Yankee rugby. Or American football, as you guys call it. But it's not something I really watch, if I'm honest. I do appreciate basketball, for sure. And I do appreciate ice hockey. But there's so much sport. You could literally be watching sport 24/7, right? It's incredible. Really is incredible how much sport. Jennifer's behind, I think. Because I have gone for a wee and come back. Geelong, what is going on with Geelong though? Especially today playing against the Suns. The Suns are not a good team. So I'm engrossed. I'm engrossed in the adverts. You're telling me Jeremy Cameron would shop at cash converters? Yeah, right. He would be buying everything brand new. No, PJ, I'm sorry. NFL is a lot of nonsense. That's not a sport. Play about 10 minutes of game time, followed by about, 3 hours of adverts or something stupid. Oh, it does look good. The new Carolina. Oh, nice. That looks tasty. What's wrong with the reigning premiers? Well, they're not very good anymore, clearly. After the season break, they've fallen apart. Let's see what they've got to say.
Mark on the ladder. These are the important games to win, George.
You're right. So if you're speaking from a Melbourne point of view, I think they need to sort out their centre bounce. Sydney are dominant in that area. And then question where Petty goes. Is he more valuable up forward? It looked like the Sydney key forwards got on top late in that second term. So whether there's a switch there as well. Who do you want to see lift from the Sydney Swans to haul them over the line, Ed?
I think it's got to be Blakey and Lloyd down back. Last week they had 34 points from defence. So... and that led by Blakey and Lloyd with 520
players are back out.
69 metres by both of those guys. And at the half, Blakey's only on 90 metres gain and Lloyd's only on 120 metres gain. So they need to get the ball into those guys' hands so they could use it going forward.
Fascinating duel between Melbourne's backline, led by that man Lever and also Stephen May and Buddy Franklin. He's kicked 2 goals. How are you seeing that duel at the moment?
I think Melbourne would be on top. He's been starved of opportunities on the back of what Eddie was talking about, their run and carry. It looks to me like Amati's probably the dangerous forward up there. So how can you create space for him to work over his direct opponent and be more
You
dangerous?
say they're saying Amati is the dangerous forward, and he's definitely got more movement than Buddy, but he can't kick. That's not dangerous. Let him have it. If I was Demons, don't worry too much about Amati. He can't score. It's fine.
In the first half, so you know if he's to get involved around the ground, you'd like to see that link up a little bit more. But he's holding his own. There's no dominance.
Let's head back to the MCG.
Right, game is back on.
Sparrow hacks it inside 50 for the first time.
Let's go, Sydney.
Uses Stevens. Now Papley working hard to the wing was Cunningham. Papley instead looks inside, but Oliver will get there one step ahead of Mills, who concedes the 50.
Definitely too late there. Terrific grab by Oliver. It's not a nice feeling when the ball just floats a little bit higher than you expected and you've got to reach back.
That was a little bit of a slow one there. Come on, we need to hit the ground running. Second half, Swans need to be firing, but this may not be a good start because we've just given away a 50-metre penalty.
The dominant force in contested possessions in this generation.
He's got to score this. I think this has got to be a bad start for the Swans. Giving away a 50. Goal for the D's. That's the bad start for the Swans, right?
Melbourne's margin back out to 21 points.
I think to be fair, Duke, I think every goal from now on is important. One goal's not going to make much of a difference.
Contested possessions. Look at that. It's almost 150 ahead of anyone else at the same stage after 150 games. He's a beast.
This is a guy that's won 4 best and fairest, 3 All-Australians, 2 AFL Coaches Awards, club record 31.
Oh, that is a huge kick into our 50. We've got to be... Oh, God. Oh, God. Close him down. Close him down.
Tackled while attempting to kick was Petrarca.
Come on. Clear the ball. Clear the ball.
Be interested in your thoughts on Oliver. Pulling ears. Haywood tries to escape.
Nice little shimmy. It's a race. It's a race. Work together. Work together.
Handball back off the 1-2, and now they just set it up for another opportunity.
Lloyd pushes it wide.
Swans with the ball. I think this is going to be a big one into the 50 here. Or at least an attempt at a big one into the 50.
Franklin in the middle of that pack.
Oh, nice.
So Franklin came in with some body pressure.
Okay, we got to score from this. Nice mark there.
And have an opportunity to respond for the Swans.
Let's have a look at this. Is there a push? Oh, yes. Yes is the answer to that question.
Oh, I've seen worse pushes, to be fair, that haven't also been given.
Adams for the response.
Come on, Adams. Oh, for...
Not the response he was looking for. And Franklin concedes a free kick to Stephen May.
Oh, Adams, that's awful. Absolutely awful. He didn't even get a behind, for Christ's sake. That's how bad that was. Didn't even get a behind. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, Cats are doing awful, aren't they? Doing really bad this year. Still time. Nice from Mills. Is there anyone in space for Mills? I don't think so. I think he's just going to have to lump it in.
Mills exploring a pathway forward, and I think that might have
But...
been in front if it is. It's a great mark, and it is.
What?
Well done to him.
Did he mark it? What? I've got no doubt. I've got no doubt that the D's player touched it first, and Buddy ended up keeping hold of it. But no, that should have been play on.
He retreats to Rivers.
Bizarre, really is bizarre. Press him, Buddy.
Now to Oliver. Well done. Heaney arrived to at least force a contest. Rivers. Oliver, it came back to him. Shoveled it backwards to Bowie.
Go on.
Intercepted by Cunningham.
Ball out of play.
At least to the line.
You've really got me thinking, BT, about this Clayton Oliver question you posed. The names immediately that were...
I mean, there's been some great players, but all best and fairest.
I see how Longmire's down. Longmire's down at the edge of the pitch now.
And everyone will be yelling at the TV. Here is Papley. We'll talk.
Go on, Papley. Go on, Papley. Get in there.
Papley's got a couple.
That's better.
And that was
Back to 15.
If there's such a word.
Well, there is now. If there wasn't.
There wasn't. And that was just superb. Loved watching it. Beautifully balanced and poised. Papley in 15-point margin.
Nice tap by Marty. Beautiful roving by Papley on the left.
John, I've been to the MCG, buddy. I've been when it was empty and when it had 100,000 people in for the grand final.
Margin back to 15 points again. Laddams harassed out of possession.
See, this is the positive. Look, we are 15. 15's not awful. We've got to keep it at 15 or less, preferably.
He's wrapped up by Campbell, who got low.
That's a good tackle. He had to get low, didn't he? Spargo was just dropping a little bit, leaning into it. The tackle had to be perfect and got it.
Two quality teams enjoying this contest. Petrarca bends it back, bounces it.
Oh, that was a funny bounce of the ball. That bounce of the ball. It could have, well, you're thinking it could have bounced in the goal. But no, it bounced literally away from the goal.
Melbourne by 28 at quarter time. 15 at the half, and that's where it sits right now.
Laddams and Van Rooyen. Van Rooyen did well with the body, not to infringe. McInerney got
Get it away, get it away.
in there. Petrarca. Ball glued to him by Stevens.
What's he given? Sydney ball.
Sydney get it.
Hi, Janet.
Stevens at half back.
We're losing. However, we're still in it. We are still in it. Only 15 points behind, Janet.
Four best and fairest. Incredible. What is he, 26 or so? LaFontaine 4 and Jimmy Steins 4. I mean, that's a measure of how good you are. There is a distinct possibility he could end with 7
Hey,
or 8.
to be fair, Cal, I've said that, well, the Optus, I really want to go to the Optus because it does look really nice. Have said it does look nice.
He's only 25.
Mills towards half forward, cut off by Lever.
And you feel like he's not even at his best yet, and he's playing blistering footy.
Yeah, and today what we've seen too is he's adding goals, I reckon. 2 goals so far in this game. If he can keep adding goals to his game, that's when he goes to a whole different level. But an absolute star, BT.
Come on, who's in space? Oh, back to D's.
Petrarca floats a handball over to Langdon. Shepherd comes from Van Rooyen. Langdon delivers it inside 50. Jordan hangs off the contest. Ball spills to the front. Blakey, can he spin through Fritsch? He can. Got the hands free. Rampy. Lloyd. He'll find Cunningham.
Good, good, good. Come on, just work into space. Work into space. I want to see this free-flowing passing from Swans.
McDonald in front, couldn't quite glove it. Bit of a fumble from Lever. Allowed the dangerous Heaney to come through.
Isaac Heaney's been a bit quiet in this game, to be honest. Normally you notice Isaac Heaney, but he's not really... I don't know, he's not been noticeable today. Hi, Spacey Plays Games.
Fritsch setting himself here. Punch away by Rampy.
Going to the Lions versus... If it's on form at the moment, then it should be the Pies. Oh, made the mark. Well done, Buddy. Even with his leg being held on to, Buddy gets the mark.
That takes a lot of
The annoying thing is, he's doing all right today, buddy. He's doing okay. Not annoying. It's not annoying at all, but he can do it. This has got to be a huge kick to make it. To make it 54. Oh no. We got a 1 at least. That was some distance for Buddy though. You could see his run up was a bit of more of a bent run up to try and get power behind it.
He said, I don't want Buddy kicking them from here because there's a little breeze behind you.
It's like a little wind tunnel from there, isn't it?
Long ball from defence. Sparrow spins through McInerney. Off to Hunter. Goes down the line. Neil Bullen works to get there against Lloyd. Tried to pat it back.
Oh, keep it on. Nice.
Rampy. Parker. Nicely done, Mills, with composure. He finds McCartan, rather, who thought about the give over the top to McInerney. You can see him right of screen on the boundary line.
There's no reason why the Swans aren't still in this. Oh, nice. Nice mark. Look for the space. Look for the space. No, he's just kicked it into anywhere. Are we going to get a bit of a scramble in the 50? Yes! Come on! Kicked it. He socked it, as the Aussies like to say. Straight from the floor. Back in the game. 63-55. 8 points behind. Come on. This is Swans game. I think Melbourne have got to crumble. This is what I'm hoping for, not necessarily saying which will happen. But the D's have got to now crumble, especially, look, we've got just under 12.5 minutes of this quarter. That final quarter is going to be huge. It is going to be really, really huge.
It all comes back to work rate. The Swans at ground level here have really worked themselves back in the contest. You talked about Heaney a little bit before, Lingy, about just doing that hard ball get. They're all lining up to do those type of things to get their side back in the running.
Melbourne are going to have to play this right to the end because Sydney on a little mini roll here now. Warner goes wide and deliberately places the kick closer to goal. And now
whoa, buddy! Buddy.
He's got 2.
Come on. That umpire looks like he's smiling. He looks like he's happy with Buddy.
Watch the work rate. So he, just before that, he given a lead to the first kicker, then across the formation of the forward line to get on the end of that. Multiple leads. Got Franklin on the end of the footy.
Yeah. It is all Swans at the moment, isn't it? Can we get it down to 2 points? No. Still 7. 7 points. That's okay. It's okay. Hi, Paul. Hello, mate. It's been a weird game, Paul. It's been a weird game. Swans started very slow. Second quarter, we were just ahead. And third quarter, we are ahead. We've started to find a little bit of momentum. We've got the D's back in there, 50. Oh. Oh, hi, Jeannie. Sorry for the yawning. Ugh. It's still early. 8 o'clock in the morning. That's a shame. He had the momentum there as well. 63-57. 6 points in it. 1 goal in it now. We need to... Look, it's ridiculous. We've had 8 goals. 9 behinds. So, you know, 13 attempts at goal for the D's compared to our 17. So 4 extra attempts at goal. I think that's where our problem is really. You know, it's clinical. We've got to be a little bit more clinical.
Then he realised he had to get involved again. Florent, hemmed the boundary. Mills over the shoulder. Who gets the advantage here?
Oh, Marty! He leapt over him. Buddy, who's in a space for Buddy? Who's in a space? We've got a lot of bodies in there. Definitely got a lot of bodies in the 50. Weird kick. Weird kick from Buddy.
Now it's Melbourne that are being hemmed in their front half. It is.
Yeah, D's cannot get out of their own half, can they?
The Swans are swarming all over this kick. They're forced to go long down the line.
Oh, Buddy!
He's really feeling it in this third term.
Buddy is finding it, isn't he? His kicking needs to improve, but he is certainly finding the marks. Close. Okay, D's are trying to counter-attack now. Swans are trying to run back. Even Buddy's chasing back. He looks exhausted after running a quarter of the pitch. Uh-oh. Bugger. A mark for the D's from the angle. That is an awful tattoo on Chandler's arm.
BT Laddam's back out on the ground, so he's all good go.
2 goals to 1 in the quarter for Sydney.
Come on, Chandler. You've only scored 3 goals. Don't make it 4.
With a real difficult shot at goal. No problems at all. That is a
Goal for the D's. They put it back to 12. Back to 12. Unfortunately, our kicking has not been accurate enough. But we're getting there. Hopefully that hasn't kind of ruined our flow there, though.
Watch this build up here. Numbers through the middle of the ground for Melbourne. And Swans nearly were able to cut them off. They forced Oliver wide. But just at the top of your screen, Chandler's work.
Hi, Mark. Hello, mate. Nice to have you here.
Hunter, but you also need that person who's prepared to do the hard work to get on the end of it. And Chandler was rewarded with a goal. Great effort.
And Roy into the ruck. Petrarca wins it out of the middle.
Big ball into the Swans 50. We don't want to be given... We've just worked our asses off to pull the scoreline back. We do not then want the lead to slip.
So Jake Malcolm has just entered. He's lined up in the forward line.
Petty takes it out of the ruck. Ripped out of his arms by Rowbottom. Couldn't find his boots.
Oh, 2 goals is nothing. But, you know, as I said, where we've worked really, really hard to pull that big gap back, you then don't want to have a big gap again. Need to keep it tight. Need to keep it close.
I mean, assuming it's not a medical sub and it's purely a tactical sub, I don't mind it because the ball's bouncing out pretty quickly now from that Melbourne forward line. You know Melksham's going to fight and scrap to keep that ball in there. The Swans running defenders are starting to have an influence. I like it.
Lloyd down the line and Warner competes. Gets it away from Chandler and out of bounds. So 7.5 minutes to play in the third term. The D's by 12 points.
It also takes
D's by 12 points.
One of the McCartans. So Tom McCartan's going to Paddy. Paddy McCartan now is Jake Malcolm, which is probably not his preferred matchup. He prefer to be on someone a bit bigger. So Malcolm will really try and move Paddy around. Make sure he has to cover a lot of ground. Get front and square. Just try and get him that way.
Adams impressively boot the ball.
Play on. Come on. Come on, Swannies.
Now Lockie Hunter around the quarter. This game's really starting to hot up now. It's the game we expected it to be.
He did not mark that. It's a scramble outside the 50. D's playing it in. Get that ball. Just play it out wide. Wide as anything. Oh, he dropped it. Thank God for that. That's the thing. What players need to be doing, if you are sort of wedged in your own kind of 10 yards-ish, 10 metres-ish out, you got to be playing it as wide as possible to make it as hard for the other team. Unfortunately, D's have just made a nice mark. Good movement there by the D's, to be fair. Carlton weren't paying attention.
Oh, that is superb.
This is going to be 18 points again, I think.
A chance to kick his second. And just buy the D's a little bit of breathing space once again.
Yeah. They've got that breathing space again.
Really handy goal for Melbourne. Back out to a 3-goal advantage as we close in on three-quarter time. Bailey Fritsch with his second of the...
Well, we got 5 minutes and 50 left of the third quarter. I think that was, like I said, we worked hard to bring that scoreline back, to then give 2 goals away. It's a bit frustrating.
Look at this kick. Just once again, Bailey Fritsch has just started moving there. So May's seen him so late, pulled the kick. Otherwise,
Poor communication, poor awareness there by McCartin.
Maybe a crumb, but that was superb.
What is it that you like about Bailey's action, BT?
Just the simple nature of it and the correctness of it, the textbook look of it. It looks like every kid should kick like that. Petrarca, they've kicked 10 straight from set shots today, Melbourne.
On, get one back before we finish. Preferably a couple before we finish.
So Mark Williams, I think, in charge of that down there, does a great job with it, takes it very seriously. One of the few clubs to do so. Little knock of the ball here now, picked up by Warner. Took a bit of time.
Don't give it to the other team, Warner.
Grundy now finds Viney. Viney on the left. Beautiful kick it was to Jake the Snake Melksham. Melksham reels and goes on the right boot. It's off the side and down the throat of McCartin.
All right, boys, chill out. Bloody hell.
Going on here between Petty and McCartin.
Oh.
Lloyd scurries away and finds Goulden.
They're still going. No, and then they just walk off. It's pathetic. Absolute pathetic.
Bites off the aggressive kick into the corridor. Mills, that opens up the forward 50 for McCartin.
Nice. Come on. Out. Who's in the space for him? Who's in the space? No, no, no. Come on. Pass into space, for Christ's sake.
Rampy was quick to recover though, and Petty wasn't, but he gave away a free in his hastiness. Rampy got him a little high.
James Rowbottom, guys, have just come straight to the bench with a big gash above his left eye. Blood streaking.
Bloody frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. You know, your teammates have got to work and you've got to find the space.
Kick inside 50. McCartin with the spoil. He needs a bit of ground level help. Gee, he had to commit. Paddy McCartin, and he did. He won a hard one and could have been either way.
What?
Oliver, impressive. Gobbled up his own football. Gave it off to Grundy. Looping handball over the top. Here he is, the man. Fritsch, left foot snap, goal. He's got 3.
Just sloppy. So sloppy. 4 goals.
24-point lead. Bailey Fritsch with 3.
To be fair, at this rate, the Swans deserve to lose. No doubt about it, the Swans deserve to lose.
6 in 2 games.
Great awareness here by Clayton Oliver. So he comes straight, realises he's about to give the handball.
It's just silly mistakes. As I said, it's once again, it's not passing the players in space, giving the ball away. We had one for dissent.
Pete Ladhams was pointing at the mark, going, surely he was over. Brilliant from Oliver and Melbourne. The response has been brilliant.
We need the D's to crumble in that last quarter. 3 minutes 40 left. Need something before the end of this quarter.
Wastes no time. Papley.
Yeah, nice from Papley. Nice from Papley.
Sneaked around in front and took the mark.
She read that quickly in the air, didn't
Come on, Paps.
Only had a fraction of a second to react here. You see him heading away from the play there. Saw the Parker kick and then just quicker than his opponent.
Really, really good from Papley. Oh, no doubt it's still possible. I've got no doubt it's still possible. It's just frustrating. Frustrating to be giving stupid goals away.
Swans have struggled from set shots this afternoon. He's working that one back.
Yeah?
And Papley's got 3.
Back to 3 goals.
Looked to start way right. Had the right shape on it. Critical goal for Sydney. They're back within 3. With 3 to play in the third.
It's still doable. Hello again, Willy Wonka. You say I'm the legend. You're the legend, mate. You're Willy Wonka. Imagine having Willy Wonka in your chat.
This is the damage from the row bottom collision. Head clash with Oliver. 2 hard nuts. And I'm assuming, not only the clash, I assume that Rowbottom's been looked at from a concussion point of view as well as part of protocol. Because that was a fierce clash of heads and both doctors would have had a look at that on the replay. They are committed, these 2 mobs. Grundy, Amadi, wonderful handball. Really was. Florent, straight up the middle. Ripping it away as McVie.
Hi, Peter.
With a ripping kick too, I might add. Grundy wants someone to come. And Sparrow does.
It's a bit of a frustrating one, if I'm honest, Peter. The Swans are still in it. We brought it back to 6. We're 18 behind at the moment. Scratch that. Back to 4. Oh, my word.
He's got a couple as well. Talk about opening up this game. .24 points though. It's just not enough the way this game's being played. They're scoring quickly.
No, it's certainly not necessarily enough. But it's us chasing again, isn't it? Willy Wonka, I didn't watch it. I watched some highlights, and I know that City absolutely destroyed Liverpool, didn't they?
Didn't even look up the goals and just snapped it around his body. That's just nous all over.
Gee, they've taken their chances.
Scores from turnovers suggest that, don't they, Jace? 11-1.
They've had 1 less scoring shot and they lead by 4 goals. Petrarca.
Petrarca with a huge ball. Get it away, Swans.
Neil Bullen tracks it in one way. Langdon the other. Sits for Jordan. Grundy.
Oh, no, no, no. No, thank God for that. You could certainly see them scoring another one. Got behind.
I reckon the smaller, more mobile, with Ben Brown being subbed out.
Oh, Isaac, what are you doing, buddy?
The D's at the moment.
The last moment at the corner I saw Cunningham, the only player he could hit wide, and somehow manoeuvred the ball in that direction.
Not playing as a team. That's my biggest thing. Not really playing as a team. 1 minute and 30. 1 minute and 35 left.
Okay, all clear there.
Tough stock, that family.
Florent, yeah.
It would be helpful if we get 1 more goal before the end of this quarter. That would be very helpful if we did that.
Neither team wanting to take unnecessary risk with 1:20 to go and game very much in the balance.
I need to have a word with these players, if I'm honest. I need to have a word with them.
Getting close to a minute. Still try and go forward rather than just hold on to possession, but he turned it over.
Yeah, they're just playing kick to kick down the northern wing here at the moment. And they'll be happy to do that for this remaining seconds unless someone can bust clear suddenly.
Oh.
Petrarca capable of doing that now. Does. Hunter drilling ball back inside, cut off by Warner.
And maybe the Swans can go with one last attack. McCartnell's put it out wide. McDonald, McVee's going to have a couple to beat. Does
35 left. Can we get anything in this last 30 seconds? Preferably us getting something in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, they were on, weren't they? They had the overlap with plenty of space to work into, and now you'd think with 28 seconds to go, Melbourne can get well set.
McInerney into the corridor again for Tom McCartney.
25 seconds.
He takes off. Can they
Come on. Oh, God.
Now they're going to have to defend.
Oh, my word. Just Heaney struggling to keep hold of the ball, but he gets it back. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Amati. The only problem is Amati's rubbish at kicking. Or he's been rubbish at kicking. Can we end on a goal? It's got to be an absolutely huge kick. Got to be huge.
Look at that. It has been played at a frenetic pace. And what a critical kick now for Joel Amati. He's kicked 3
Come on, Amati.
times this afternoon. From 52. Doesn't make good contact at all.
Honestly, Amati's been bloody awful at kicking. I know it's a big distance. I know, so I won't look too down upon him on that one. But he's not been good at kicking, has he? So it's 88-63. Swans have got the work to do in the last quarter. We have got some work to do. Right, before the last quarter, I need to go feed the animals. I will be back very, very shortly. Give me a second, guys. Hi, Huru TV. So a really big fourth quarter coming up. Swans are the ones that have a lot of work to do. 3 goals behind. Well, no, hang on. What's my maths? Is it 3 or 4? 15? 16? My maths is awful. $25 points.
Of surfing. That's a classic Bellsball wave right there. It's what everyone fights for, what everyone dreams about.
Well,
Three-quarter time at the MCG.
Buddy's not exactly young.
Melbourne getting the jump early, and it's proven to be important. They led by 28 points at quarter time. Try as they might in the 2 quarters since, the Swans have threatened to run them down a couple of times. Melbourne have had the answer. And with 1 quarter to play, it's the D's by 25.
That is the thing. The D's have been able to keep taking a big lead. Swans have continually pulled it back. And then the D's push away again. Okay. Last quarter. Big quarter for the Swans.
Lance really coming into his own in that 3rd term, having a huge influence. Can the Swans rally again? It's Melbourne by 25 points as we start the final term at the MCG.
Hayden Gavine, the umpire in charge here.
And away we go.
With a perfect bounce.
So, as said, a really big one.
Viney, the quick ball on boot. Stand. And now McInerney.
Just imagine if our kicking was more accurate today.
Multiple goals early here, otherwise she is all over. McInerney, they must strike and strike early. Beautiful launch by McInerney.
Oh! No, one.
And just couldn't quite glove it. Fancied himself though and made a pretty good job of it. He really should have marked that.
Yeah, he had a good run and a good pace of it. He was disappointed in himself. The build-up was good too, BT.
Yep.
The way they just used the ball short and got a bit of overlap run and a good dangerous entry.
Bowie. Long towards the worn wing, punched away from Grundy. Collected by Petrarca, who feeds it out to Hunter. Floats it down the line. It'll pitch in front of Chandler and Lloyd. Lloyd tries to slap it to the line. Nicely.
Stop him. D's running down the wing.
Delivers inside 50. Rampy lost his footing, but the kick missed Melksham.
Luckily, it went past Melksham.
Over the line with some assistance from Harry Petty, who says, "Hey, what's the problem?"
Oh.
Those two have been at each other all day.
Don't be so sensitive.
Juno, down. Down.
Here to call from the umpire, only Sydney, so what does Laddams do? At the front it goes to Mills. Knockdown, Brayshaw run past it. Grundy got on the end of it. Plenty of Sydney jumpers around here though. The linking play, the handball missed. Laddams got to go straight at it.
But enjoy it, Nugget and Brooks.
Needs a good bounce. Not quite.
Behind for D's.
Occasionally a skill error from Sydney is bringing them undone there. They had numbers and were out. Missed a handball and Melbourne get another shot at goal.
Lloyd plays on immediately to Rampy. What a combination they've been over the years down back for Sydney. Langdon off the contest. Lever back towards 50.
It's a frustrating one to watch at the moment. It's a frustrating one.
Can he work it back? Oh, so
no, behind.
Lingy on those front and centre balls today has been...
Oh my God.
Brilliant. He's so clean below his knees now and power from the kick. He's had the 27 disposals to go with it. 7 inside 50s as well, so really dangerous ball.
Florent. Once again, the build-up patient, Mills. Nice ball out wide.
Good. Look, in the middle. In the middle. Why are you playing there? Why is he playing there to Buddy when there are people screaming for the ball who are in loads of space? Bloody clueless. Absolutely ridiculous. Look. The funny thing is, the commentators don't even realise this. They don't even notice it. You've got to pass the simple pass. I prefer 100% odds rather than 50-50 odds or less. And we've given the ball away. Stupid, stupid ball.
Up the middle comes Rivers. Franklin almost gets to him. Langdon will have to go here. It was nicely waited for him.
They got out the back easily then, Melbourne. They're going to be on here.
On the bounce to Melksham.
I think, as I said, I think Sydney needs to get me in their analytics room, their tactics room.
They had options.
Really aggressive ball movement in this final term. You can see the urgency of the Swans. Goulden on the bounce.
Can you see the urgency of the Swans? I'm not sure if you can.
He tidied it up to Laddams, who chips it high. Does Hayward no favours with the delivery. Goes back, forces a contest against Bowie, who wins it on the deck. Now May just gets it away from Hayward. Brayshaw, Melksham feeds it back. Grundy comes through. The gathering kick in one motion.
Back to the SWAT. Oh.
One direction. Petrarca takes him down with a strong tackle. Blakey in there. McCartan too. Hard football.
It's poor decisions. But you see this in every game, to be fair. This is my point with AFL. You know, people don't have any sense at all. It's an AFL problem, not necessarily a Swans problem. It just... This is the thing. It's poor decisions, mistakes. Not good. I can't see us winning this.
It was just fantastic. Grundy being held there by Laddams.
Sydney really trying to take the contested possession up to Melbourne because Melbourne up by 23 in that area. It's been the big advantage for them.
Brody out wide to Chandler. Tom McCartan with the spoil. Langdon right on the boundary line. Didn't think about the goal. The kick around the corner was pure.
Nah, we're losing this. We've lost. I will say this now. We've lost. It's awful. Swans have been awful. Glimpses of, you know, glimpses of good play, but we've got a Marty that can't bloody score for starters. That doesn't help.
And now, once again, this man to have a set shot from about 35 metres out. He's kicked two. A little bit of wind there. Inside left goal post it needs to be, and it is perfect.
There's a goal for the D's. I said I'm not. I've got no problem with saying the D's have been better, but as I said, the Swans have lost this. That's the thing. They've lost it. Once again, it shows absolutely no knowledge from Longmire at all. He doesn't have a bloody clue.
Running by Langdon, and then the used to under a bit of pressure, but after a hard run, like he just done,
ridiculous.
Back in, really great composure. Clearance is even right now, but contested possessions to Melbourne plus 25. That means Melbourne's getting that second, third, fourth ground ball repeat outnumbers on top in that area. Sydney have got to get back to that.
Goulden towards half forward, too much on it for
Once again, just giving the ball away. Work your way up the pitch. Work your way up the pitch. That's what Swans should be doing, not just kicking it up and hoping it goes to the right person. And we give away a 50. We've had, honestly, in this game, we've had no one running with the ball at all. There's been no runs with the ball. Jennifer, this is the frustrating thing. I could tell them what they're doing wrong. I know what they're doing wrong.
Of a dangerous kick into the middle of the ground with runners from behind. You panic, you do something you don't really want to do, and it's 50.
Looks a beautiful grippy ball too, not too pointy on the ends. Looks well used.
Doesn't get forward a lot, Trent Rivers. Just 5 goals from his 55 games. Great opportunity here from directly in front.
Oh, shanks that one across.
Disappointing miss. So Melbourne getting the job done here so far. West Coast, Optus Stadium is their next adventure. Warner just wanted to finish off here though. McDonald.
Stand, Stephen.
Have the Swans got one little sting left? Warner pulled his kick and went wide.
Stand. Play on
McInerney told to go.
12-14 to West Coast at the moment.
Now, Warner's just got to go back and slot this. He feels he's got the journey. Blakey's there and he's snuck in and he's snuck.
That was clever. That's a clever play. Trying to get a little bit closer.
The sub now. He's entered in young Matt Roberts, and now.
Yeah, that's true, Renee. That is true. At least, well, every team's technically doing better than the Cats.
No trouble with the distance here. Must be a goal. Still time left. Just has to kick it. And no problems at all. He's got that.
There's a goal.
No worries.
27 points. 27 points with 13 minutes 20 to go. It's too much. I'm sorry, it's too much.
Tiny little opening here for them. Still 13 minutes on the clock.
Just a little chip shot for him, that one. Just clever ball use. The kick inside the Warner was a good one, and then maybe just on his range. Could have perhaps made it, but instead knew that Blakey.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to score 5 goals in 13 minutes. I've heard too many people. I've heard way too many people saying, "Oh, 1 goal per minute." Yeah, right.
Start from the clearances now for the Swans. They had that dominance in the first term, Lingy, but they couldn't have the ball movement to go with it. Now they've got to put both pieces together.
Yeah, they do. And the important thing for the Swans is they've got to hunt around the footy. They've got to fix up that first, but then be prepared to take a few risks on the outside. This isn't going to help.
Here comes Oliver streaming away through the middle of the ground. Penetrating kick inside 50. McCartan with the spoil. Fritsch lurking. Clever tap. Melbs take it. Neil Bullen can. Floats it high. Getting back there is Spargo.
1.
Carry on the kick for a minor score.
So will this leave Collingwood and St Kilda as the only undefeated sides in the competition this
I
year?
think it will leave St Kilda and Collingwood as the only undefeated.
This afternoon late. Geelong could be the only side in the comp without a win.
Oh, that was a good mark.
Laddams.
What are you doing? Why would you pass to someone that isn't even looking at the ball?
Just minute by minute now, you can see the
Oh my word!
enthusiasm oozing out.
It's embarrassing. Imagine passing to someone who isn't looking at the ball. You've got to be an idiot. Jesus Christ.
Laddams, almost a 50-metre penalty then.
Blakey, nice kick. McDonald hitting up. Want to move it quickly. Rampy, the give and go.
12 minutes 10.
Gets away with it. Rampy keeps going. Warner wants to take on May. Probably the wrong man. He stops him dead in his tracks. That's power.
Jace, that was right in front of me.
Torpedo, it's so frustrating watching. It's embarrassing watching because it's the most simple mistakes. You know, I moan about when they pass to, you know, just do a big kick up and hope that a player gets it. But is it? It's not. It's it's not excusable. It's unexcusable to be kicking to someone that's not even looking at the ball, who literally has their back to the ball.
It's dropping, and it's dropping fast. There's Petrarca.
And if Melbourne can methodically kick a goal here, it'll be all gone.
Yep. Okay. So let's see what they can do. And it is the new boy, Van Roy.
Oh, Jesus. Game over, innit?
Kicked the goal in the first quarter.
There's the tackle. Brilliant tackle by Stephen May. That
I have no idea what you're on about, Cal.
controlled ball use. Oh, and a nice run and jump at it. Great grab.
To be fair, though, Torpedo, I would have a good rant if we won and we were still rubbish. Or if we were rubbish and we still won and we won.
Second goal on debut.
Debut.
Right behind it, and he is accurate. And they will get to him again. Loving it. Have they found, as the family stand and applaud, have they found another option deep forward with a tall, rough,
Well,
tough player?
we can say
He's shown a lot today, hasn't he, BT? Early on, got a goal assist. First up for Neil Bullen for the first goal of the game. He kicked on himself. Worked hard.
if anyone looking in the comments, I think Jennifer is really far back in the stream.
Nice bit of reward. And that's his real strength. Contested marking. Up until today, Melbourne had taken just 4 contested marks for the season.
Torpedo, the annoying thing is I can clearly see what's wrong and what Swans are doing wrong. As I said, I don't think I'm a massive fan of Longmire for starters. I don't think he knows what the hell he's doing.
Finally gets that free kick. Launches it long. Here he comes again at the front. McCartan, Van Rooyen crunches into him on ground level. And will be rewarded.
I tell you what though, it also annoys me that the fans, with all due respect, the fans, you know, the fans do not tell the players when they're doing badly, and I think the fans should be saying, "You're not playing well enough," in my opinion. It's all great, well and good being positive all the time, but if your team is not performing,
They just left him in the VFL to work on mainly the defensive side of his game.
Joe and David watching on.
Amati has been good at receiving the ball, just awful at kicking. Imagine if Amati had actually scored some goals. Oh no, new foul play, easy. I got no doubt about making top 8, and top 4 is still doable. It's only 1 loss. It's just frustrating to see, in my opinion, what is a poor performance.
Sam and Benji, they knew they were on, and he's getting text messages by the thousands on that phone. It's in meltdown.
It's all right, Pete. It's okay. I won't hold that against you, buddy. Your mean comments.
He's kicked 3 today. McDonald out the back door. Haywood runs into an open goal. Kicked a couple.
Well, we scored. They can high-five each other all they like.
So Melbourne are going to be 2-1, confronting the West Coast Eagles next week. Likewise, Sydney, who have Port at home at the SCG next weekend. So,
well, I said Torpedo. I would like to think. I would like to think I'm not just the average fan, whether that's football or AFL. Just my background. I try and look at things as a bigger picture, if that makes sense.
Maybe the only side without a victory.
It's a
Fascinating ladder. Early stages, long way to go. Petrarca. Out to half forward, one-on-one. She's been neat today, Kate Chandler. Really neat. Just played his role. You don't get many opportunities as a small forward, but...
Well, I think I've got this one wrong on the predictions anyway.
3 goals and sets up a shot here.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Jace, with Kate Chandler. Really busy the whole time. Constantly getting to that front and square position. Even this, just a one-on-one, read the ball quickly.
See, I don't know. I honestly don't know how much of an advantage it is playing home or away anyway. But at the end of the day, Swans play at the MCG plenty. You know, most teams play at the MCG. So I don't know how much of an effect the home and away thing has.
Margin out to 40 points. 4 goals to 2 in this final term for Melbourne. And it's turned into a very healthy scoreboard for them as Jacob Van Rooyen comes off to the ruse of the crowd.
Straight out of the middle for the D's.
Yeah, Peter, maybe. Let's hope, as a Swans fan, let's hope that this is just a little kick up the arse that's needed. Just to get their form back, maybe. Just to give them a little reminder.
So Sydney have dropped 90%. They were 232 last week, or before coming into this game. Now they've dropped 90. Amazing, and that is dropping off as each minute goes by here. A 25-point margin at three-quarter time is now a 40-point margin. Amadi inside.
I certainly didn't necessarily see the result going this way. I knew it could have been at any team that won, really. But I certainly didn't see what's currently a 40-point lead. It's really, really disappointing for Swans.
For the Demons to kick a couple more. Sydney have got to keep on defending. Amadi. Fritz trying to spin out with the footy. So did Grundy. McCartan to Blakey. Almost through it. Petrarca now sends it into the one-on-one. Gee, that was a good kick.
That'll be another one for the D's. Make that 46.
Sydney had no chance, and only Petty could mark it.
A great call, BT. And this is difficult to do. Watch Petrarca here, just off, basically off one step. A couple of quick steps. Got it to Petty's advantage. And then Campbell was just no.
Well, that's the interesting thing about a league concept like this. Same with other sports where you have a finals. You really look. You just need to make the top 8. It's not necessarily having to be outstanding. It's not necessarily winning the league. It is just making the top 8, top 4 if you want less of a challenge.
Coming into the game, we wanted to see if Melbourne could score and score.
Matthew Heaney. I've barely seen Heaney today.
122 points.
He seems to be playing very deep. Not necessarily as usual, playing slightly higher and being attacking.
They certainly have, and at times the fluency of the ball movement's been really impressive. Their contested ball's been excellent. The defenders have intercept marked really well, especially in the first half. But then they've linked up and connected really well into that forward line. Piled on the 19 goals.
It's been a supreme performance from Christian Petrarca. 31 possessions, so creative, 9 inside 50s. Been outstanding once again.
I still don't understand. Why AFL decides to do a percentage method rather than a for and against aggregate. Not aggregate. Sorry. Yeah. There's another one. Yeah, so I don't know why they feel it necessary to do a percentage method for goals. Why don't they just do for and against?
That 11, a 6-goal to 2-goal
Yeah, it's just weird though.
Really, this is a smacking now.
Yeah, it is. And
Surely it would be easier. I said, surely it would be easier just to do for and against.
The Swans, they'd be really disappointed with the way this.
Because when you're looking at the table, it's really difficult to work out how many goals you need to say it's kind of even on points, and I can't work out how many points you need, how many goals you need to maybe overtake the other team.
beautiful bouncing today we've seen from the umpires. Can't remember or
Oh wow, Shanice, a golden point and still a draw.
getting rid of the bounce. Just put the good bounces in there.
Draws are great, Cal. Draws are great. Draws are fair. Even teams deserve to draw.
Laddams to Warner. The defence is hungry. It hasn't been down there for a while.
Well, Peter, I can't work out how to do the percentages. It's much easier to work out for and against.
Tell the Melbourne forwards that they are the reason why Melbourne win games. Not the forwards kicking goals. They really genuinely believe that they are the reason why forwards score.
This kick to Carlton with the Paddy variety cuts it off. Florent, Mills, back to Ollie, Lloyd, Rampy. They look for width, and Melbourne have got that covered as well. So he comes back up the middle to Florent. Parker, Mills.
Yeah, but Torpedo, for and against makes a difference.
Spots an option sneaking forward. It's McInerney.
31-32 to West Coast over in the other game. That's a close one.
20 metres out on a 45-degree angle. To try and get one back for Sydney. 6 goals to 2 in this final term. And now 6-3.
There's another goal for Swans.
And the look on John Longmire's face says it all.
Longmire hasn't had a bloody clue in this game. He hasn't had a clue.
I wonder what he's thinking there, Lingy. I wonder what he thinks the missing ingredient is for them right now.
Well, I think on today, it's around the ball. It's around the contest. I mean, you come into a game against Melbourne, you think, well, you're probably not going to smash them at contested ball, but if you can break even, it takes away a lot of their game, and they rely almost purely then on their intercept defenders. But you can't lose the contested possessions by 33 to the Demons, otherwise their entire game
Exactly.
is rolling from there. So I think in that he'll be
20. Look, Melbourne's 20 goals, 8 behinds. They have been very clinical. Very clinical. They've obviously driven away in this last quarter.
Very high footy. Melksham attacking the footy in the air. Got the spoil, Blakey. Florent. Handball partially smart.
See, why don't you just do goals for, take away goals against? Then you don't have the times 100.
Done the little things well today, Melbourne. Stuck the tackles, got the hand in when required.
And throw Simon Goodwin into that as well.
Jordan sets it up. Big pack flies again. Petrarca front and centre. How many times today have we seen that? Can't escape this time.
4 minutes left. This cannot end soon enough. That's all I'm going to say. It cannot end soon enough. And actually, amazingly, the game's gone really quick today. Normally I predict that I'll be on about 3 hours. And I think we're well under the 3 hours today. What do you mean? We have points? I'm confused. Here, we have points as well. You have the points for winning, drawing or losing. And if it's even, you have the for and against aggregate.
Mills the best for Sydney at 25. Bowie is going backwards. Angus Brayshaw, Petty. A lot of belief in the Melbourne group. A lot of belief.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I said if you look at the table and say it's a relegation battle, and for 17th position, no, sorry, yeah, the fight for 17th place to stay up. So 17th and 18th, both on 35 points, because that's how many points they've got for winning, losing and drawing. If one team has scored 100, not that they would, so one team scored 100 and let in 50, then they've got a 50 point shot difference. And if the other team has, I don't know, scored 60, but let in 40, then they've got a 20 shot difference.
He'll just look to go, you'd assume, into a short control possession.
No, but we have shots. Sorry, we have a shot difference. A goal difference, sorry.
We've just seen the ladder up there, guys. St Kilda will finish on top this round on their 150th birthday.
Yeah, wonderful for the Saints. It was a great celebration last night here at the MCG. Wonderful pre-game. The royalty in the room. I was fortunate enough to be there, Lee. It was just amazing.
Yeah, but that's still shots. That's still goals, isn't it? It still counts to the points, right?
The Saints, the 66 Premiership team were there. It was a wonderful evening. And then they capped it with a great win. Goulden. Rowbottom finds his boot.
Why are they winning at the moment? What stood out to you last night about St Kilda, Jace?
Look, I just think they've got a bit of structure and a bit of steel, Wingy. Yeah, a bit of method to the madness.
The speed with which they all defend too. They just straight up on their opponent. They're creating really good turnovers. I'm actually impressed with how much they're prepared to take the game on as well and move the ball a bit quicker.
1 minute 30.
They're doing a great job. The ladder, what we thought it might have been, is a little topsy-turvy at the moment, but
particularly given their injuries, it's been remarkable.
Well, Adams inside, McDonald marks down low. This was gone. I think they played the mark. Brayshaw a little confused there, but the umpire down the field played it.
Dees thought it was touched, I think, right. Off the boot.
So Logan McDonald here now. A couple of late ones on offer for Sydney. And that one's a little left.
Well, all I know is in football then, you're rewarded potentially for scoring more goals and letting less in. So that's the way that works.
Bowie with the kick in. Just over a minute remaining.
High scoring, really high scoring first quarter over in the West Coast. 31-32 at the end of the first quarter.
Both teams going in the 70s by foot, which is excellent.
That's what you want to aim for with your kicking efficiency. If you can be high 60% by foot, it's usually pretty good. And if you hit 70%, it's very good.
Particularly when they're the top two tackling teams in the comp, so they're very good at preventing teams hitting targets. But they've both found a way today. It has been a tough contest, as we expected. Sydney have had their moments, but Melbourne have controlled it better.
35.
Knocked away McCartan, scooped out the back, picked up by Viney.
Is it?
Delivered towards the pocket. Melksham works to get there.
Falling, I don't think it really is. I think it's really easy. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 for a loss. And then if it's down to, if you've got the same amount of points, it's just a shot difference, a goal difference.
Still got quality skills, a real team player.
He'll kick after the siren. Oh, superb.
What a disaster.
Emphatic win for the D's.
What a disaster. Oh, I'm gonna drown my sorrows. Well, hi Rune QM, nice of you to join me. That is me done. Places to be, people to see, finals to try and win, a quick stretch. Oh, Not bad, Peter. Not bad, mate. You've done a good job there. That is not a bad tipping week for you. 7 out of 8 so far. You've done well, buddy. You have done well. Yeah, that's frustrating. Really frustrating. Not great. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Enjoy the last game of the week that is over in the West Coast. Thank you so much once again for joining me. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, go subscribe to our vlog channel. If you want to support me, you can buy me a coffee, buy some merchandise, become a member. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much. I will catch